What is up, guys? We're here with Richard. He got top 64 at the NAWCQ in 2016. You were 17 after Swiss and played Demise Kozmos. Let's see what you played.
Alright, I played the very standard 14 monster lineup, 3 tin can, 1 strawman, 2 farm girl, dark lady, 2 slip rider. I really like 3, but I just wanted to play a little amount of monsters because you want Demise to be as live as possible. 1 walker. This card's too good not to play. I had to make room for it. Like, I'd rather play 1 of this than 2 of these. It's just too good. It's definitely just too good. 1 forerunner, and then just the 3 dark destroyer. That was it. Just 14 monsters. The ratio seems really good. It's only bad in the grind game if you're running out of resources. But aside from that, like, most games don't go that long, so you just win. So you want to just optimize your deck for that. And then very standard, 2 pot of duality. 3 card of Demise. Yesterday, the first 8 rounds yesterday, I literally drew this card once, resolved this card once. So it's not even that necessary for the deck to use this if you're opening well. So it's really just all about like having good ratios and you have good hands, you'll be fine. To win the game. I drew this one time under my opponent had anti-spell up, but he just lost the next turn. Otherwise, I would have resolved it twice yesterday. But today, this card was like MVP. I drew it all the time, and it was really good. 2 E-Telly, of course, and 3 Cosmotown. You don't want to play less than 3. I don't like playing 1 terraforming instead. It helps like Demise sometimes because you can set the terraforming, but like you want 3 just because you want to pop it and still have resources. And that is it for the spells. It's just 10 spells, and then 16 traps, 2 breakthrough skill, 2 chaos trap hole, 3 mojo. One of the best cards in the deck, especially when you have to discard your ships off of Demise at the end if you don't have tin can. I like to play 5 call the Haunted basically, so 2 Oasis and 3 call. I didn't really like siding these out a lot, but sometimes certain matchups going the second I side out one of these. That's it.
Would you side out a call or one of the Oasis?
It depends. If I think they're playing, like if I'm playing against Monarch, I actually just took out Oasis because I'm like I don't think they're siding system down. I find it unnecessary, so I'd just be surprised. I'd more props to them if they have it, but I just don't think system down's the reason why I'm going to lose a Monarch, so I just take out that. And then also because Call of the Haunting Dark Destroyer in the battle phase to force a farm girl through when they summon Prime is just like a way that I game Monarchs more than you'd understand. And Judge is called every single time. 1 Solemn Warning and 3 Solemn Strike. Basically, like playing 3 Solemn Strike allows you to. It's really easy to side out because of the stuff you side in. This is bad against a lot of matchups, but like you would want it in game 1 just because it's the best like card against a lot of decks. That is it for the main deck. 40 cards. Extra deck. Token. I played. None of these really came up. I only made Infinity all tournament, but aside from the last week, I always play Fire King Island. I didn't really like this deck, but I figured it was my best chance to do well, so I played it. So the extra deck is basically like a Fire King Cosmo deck with less like Leviers and breakthrough skill, break swords and stuff. So break sword, Levier, just in case it comes up. Break sword obviously could come up. Like making it and then Call the Haunting the Farm Girl back. I actually did that in testing a few times where I would make him with E-Telly Farm Girl, Call the Haunted 1 back after I killed like a problem monster. These 2 mostly for cherries. You'll never actually make F0, so then just these. Infinity was good. It's always good. Volcasaurus, Gaia Charger. Another reason why I didn't want to cut these, even though I knew I never was going to make them, was because it allows you to have a rank 3 out to Majesty's Fiend, because you make Giga Brilliant, you put this on top of it, and then Gaia Charger can go over that. So like, I always wanted to have room for cards like Acid Golem, but I just never did, and it always sucked. And I lost a lot of games, especially with Fire King Island, when you can special a chicken and normal a 3, to where it's very relevant to out of Majesty's Fiend, and they will always side that against you or just have that card, so you want to have it out to it. And then we have the space, so I decided to play this engine. Came up once in testing. I was gonna make room for Hope, but I didn't feel like it was that necessary or that crucial. I probably should have played Hope. I definitely would recommend Hope. In testing, it came up one time. I would have won a game had I had that card. And then Barbaroid. Shout out to Zach Sitek with Barbaroid. That's it for the extra deck.
No one ever killed the Nova, though.
No one ever killed the Nova. I only summoned it once, and it was just to steal game. 2 Twin Twister. I want to do 3. 2's enough though, because they're also gonna have to fight through your traps. You don't want to have too many of them, especially because like In the Kozmo mirror, you cite these going second also, and that's a lot of discarding. So yeah, 3 Chaos Hunter. This is kind of what I side going second against Kozmo. Second to last round, my opponent just like did the greatest thing you could do going second is like he just normal Farm Girl, Dark Destroyer target itself, and you chain this card, they lose everything. I still had a Farm Girl, a Solemn Warning, and a Dark Destroyer in hand. I figured I just won that game, but he actually he brought it back. He was really good, so props to him. And then 2 Dark Hole and Raigeki. I feel like it's the best card going second against Monarchs. Most of my side deck is for Monarchs because it's definitely by far the hardest matchup and the one I expected to play the most. So these going second, I just feel like it's better than cards like Chalice stuff, especially for this. And then just like random rogue stuff, it just helps for that. So I don't know. You might run into the guy who decides to chant Ether to like Dark Hole, and I don't know, happened to me. Works out. And then these cards were so good. I did 2 Anti-Spell and 3 Magic Deflector. I used to play Master Restrict, and like testing against Jeff, testing against like the other like Monarch players at Voltage. Like Master Restrict's like never relevant, especially against extra deck Monarchs. They just always have an out to it. So you need cards like this to slow them down, or cards like this to like completely cripple their turn. And obviously this just goes in going first. But going second, I'll do these 5 cards because like this card's a trap, but it's still really good against them to establish a board, especially like when you have mass removal for them and then you establish a board of Demise. It's kind of like you're still going first against Monarch. So like you can still resolve Demise, you still just don't have to special summon, you have all your traps, and like this card was so good this weekend. One Monarch player, Twin Twister, targeted my 2 relevant back row. I had 2 of these. It was like Chaos and Call, and I chained that. He chained another Twin Twister, discarded another card, so he's like neg4. I had another Magic Deflector, turned off his whole turn. It was really good. And the last 3 cards was Ghost Cherries. I don't know. I know they're all citing Vanity's Fiend, Majesty's Fiend, and in testing I lose to it a lot where I'll like, banish their Dantes, but you lose to that. So what I just did was I made sure I didn't like side out the breakthrough skills going first or second against BA, and it worked out really well. Like honestly, these were the 3 cards. This is all I put in against BA. And every Burning Abyss opponent except the round of 64 guy, I opened this card and it just was blowout. Even though every single time I did this, they summoned Vanity's Fiend. So yeah, it worked out. Cool. And yeah, that's the deck.
Well, congrats on the top.
Thank you.